Everybody chill and everybody drink up. Everybody chill and everybody drink up. Belize, for you, Belize, for me, Belize. A nice city, pretty country. Everybody chill and everybody drink up. And if you know so you got a belly kid in your cup. Belize, for you, Belize, for me, Belize. A nice city, pretty country. Welcome to Belize, the trees, the breeze, the beautiful keys.
We're back for another episode of Cooking 101. Today, I'm your guest / host, Jalilino, and we'll be doing Panades and Salbutes. Basically, they're almost like the same when it comes to making. One you do with chicken, the other one you could do with fish and beans. But I'll take you through the process today, right? So what we're gonna do is start off quickly with the sauce for the Panades. What I'll do right now is just put some cabbage, cut it in quarters. I'll put some cabbage along with some onion, you could dice them up if you want to, or you could put it in a food processor. For the show today, we'll actually put it in the food processor. So we'll do it portions. What you always want to use as well is pepper. This is habanero pepper. And what I'll do is cut the edge. Just be extra careful with the pepper because they are thing they're burnt. Alright? I will put it in the food processor and turn it on. Do it to the consistency that you want your sauce. Now what we'll do is add some water to the sauce. Some water to the consistency that you want it. Some vinegar to the sauce. Not too much vinegar. And also some salt. Not too much salt either. So it's to your consistency of how you want the sauce. Now put some more water. Add a little bit more water. So for the sauce for the salbutes, what we did was we diced up some cabbage. We used some cilantro. I use cilantro almost in everything when I cook. I don't know why, but I just like cilantro. Use onions and also tomatoes. What we're gonna add also as well, just like the panada sauce, we're gonna add some water. We're gonna add some vinegar, and we're also gonna add some salt, so we can get the texture that we actually want when it comes to the sauce for the salbutes. Alright, so now we're gonna do the masa. This is what we call masa, but we're going to ball it up and put it into little rolls like tortillas, like how we did it in the dough episode, so that we could get what we need when it comes to the actual panades and the salbutes. So we have the masa here already. This is the masa. What I'm going to add is a little bit of baking powder, just to give it a little puff. A little bit of baking powder, not too much. Seasoning, if you want, you can season it. You don't have to. I'll put a little bit of seasoning in it, just to give the dough some seasoning, and some ricotta as well, just to give it the color that you would want. Then, like the dough episode, you just knead it up. After you add everything and knead it out, it should look something like this, right? Like this. Now, if you don't have access to like masa, like they're ready to go on, what you could do there is usually like something like flour, but it's made out of corn. And you could, just like how you knead out tortilla, you could use that, some water, some baking powder, a little bit, not too much, some ricotta, just like how you knead regular flour dough. But instead of using the flour, you're using the corn. And you could do that and actually make your own masa that you need to do the panades or the salbutes. Alright, so this, what we have here, something that was ready made, and we just add the stuff that we needed to add to it so that we could get what we need. Don't have the ready-made masa, and I told you about the way you could get the flour that is made out of corn. One thing you won't add like regular flour tortilla that you usually do is the oil. You won't want to add the oil to when you're making your actual, dough for your salbutes or your panades. All right, so the next step here, what we're going to do, we're going to start with the panades. What is going to happen here, we cut out bags. Like as you can see here, some bags are already cut out. We're gonna set the bag on a flat surface on your table, and we're going to get one of the dough. Usually there's the panades smasher where you set it, you cover it, you mash it, easy, but today we don't have a masher. So what we'll do is we'll use the comal. So what we'll do is try to even out, try your best to put the dough in the middle, and you'll press on it and press down. So at least you try to get it flat. Right? Then what you'll do is open it up. See how it's flat? The fish that we already made, we're going to insert the fish into the dough. Alright? And once we put the fish into the dough, we'll do it like this and mash the edge. Crease the edge. so that it could close. Then voila, you set this aside. The oil is getting hot. Once you have everything set together already, mashed out everything, then you'll start frying. It doesn't make any sense that you're, unless it's more than one of you guys in the kitchen, then you could do a little bit of teamwork. But if it's by yourself, I would advise you to do all the mashing and placing in first before you actually go to the frying step. All right? So for the salbutes, what we'll do is, as well, put it into the plastic, fold the plastic, and mash. Press down. So with the salbutes, so it's flat. With the salbutes, you don't have to put anything inside. What's going on here is that you'll fry this first, then you'll put the chicken and the sauce on top of this. Now all the frying, everything is done. Now we're ready for eat up and stuff. So for the panades, remember the sauce that we made earlier? We'll just dish out the pepper sauce. And you got your panades. Alright? Easy, simple like that. Now for the salbutes, we fried our stuff. Now what we're going to do is add the chicken on top. Now for the salbutes. This is the chain chicken that we made earlier. Add it to our salbutes. Then the sauce that we made. Now it's supposed to go on top of the salbutes. You know, add it on top of the salbutes. You have your salbutes and you have your panades. Tune in on the next show of Cooking 101. We don't know what will be on the menu. Anything can be on the menu. Like I said, I may not even be the person cooking, but you will get a show. And once again, I'm this show's host, Jalilino, and look out for another episode of Cooking 101.
Everybody chill and everybody drink up. Everybody chill and everybody drink up. Belize, when you Belize, to me, Belize, a nice city with the country. Everybody chill and everybody drink up. And if you know so you got a belly kid in your cup. Belize, when you Belize, to me, Belize, a nice city with the country. Welcome to Belize, the trees, the breeze, the beautiful keys, where the sun